Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, and do you guys know what today is? Today we're going to talk about cash envelopes. In this video, I'm going to try to narrow it down as quickly as possible so the video will just flow. How are you guys? I hope everyone is doing well. I posted a video yesterday just to give motivation and to help someone who might be slightly struggling. So I hope that you guys were able to see this, to see that video. So today's video it's a series. What I'm trying to do is every week I'm trying to do a new video that really just talks about the different things in budgeting, So the first one we did was the budget planner. And then we talked about, how to budget like a pro and the motivational things that go with it, and you should be determined, and if you are determined you can make it. So I hope that you guys watch that video because I truly believe you can do it. Okay, so no more procrastination. You can do this. Okay, but let's just jump right into it because today's video we're going to talk about cash envelopes. What are cash envelopes? Cash envelopes is a budgeting system to help people stay within their budget in these categories, okay? And you can add more envelopes if you'd like to, but we're gonna focus on the very most important 6 categories that we use right now, okay? So these cash envelopes that we have here, I have been using for a very long time. These are in my shop and they are also included with a lot of my bundles. So they go with, they're pretty much the main cash envelopes that you're going to use, okay, if you're starting. We have straight font or script, so that would be the only difference, okay? So cash envelopes is going to allow people to budget in these categories, in these 6 categories where, if when the money's gone out of this pocket, it's gone. So let me try to explain it in another way. You have your debit card, you get paid every week and you get direct deposit, you put your money in the bank, and now it's time for you to, go grocery shopping. So you have to go grocery shopping, you need to get gas and things like that. So you're going to use your debit card, you swipe, you get groceries. Now you're going to this store and that store and you're getting gas and you're just swiping, swipe. You're just doing your swiping all day, doing your thing, right? A lot of the times, and I'm gonna say 99%, you are probably overspending than what you really should be spending. So the envelopes are to help people. They're to help you. It's a tool to help you cut back on the overspending that happens when we are constantly using our debit card. So I hope that makes sense. So we have groceries, household, eating out. And by the way, eating out is number 1. Eating out, gas, beauty, and miscellaneous. Now, my friends, this one here is my favorite. Because what is miscellaneous? It's just that. It could be anything you want it to be. Miscellaneous is anything. So again, I know you're gonna probably hear me repeat the exact same thing that you probably heard me say yesterday, but miscellaneous is this envelope. When I first started, I decided that this was going to be the envelope that helped set me free, and it did, because what I did was I would put $200, $300, $400, I think I even had up to $500 in here. This was my extra, so I always had extra money in here, and then when I would go out, I would leave some, but I would take some with me just in case. Hey, I'm only human. What if I see something in the store? If I had to go to Target, or we were doing something and they said, oh, let's go to the store. At least I had money. And that's why I like to have a couple hundred in here. It's very important. This is so important, guys. This is the key to really helping you, because when you're out and about, let's say you did your groceries, bam, you used, right? All right, you got some food, you went to lunch with your husband or your daughter, okay? Oh, I needed gas, you put some gas in, you might even got your nails done. Whatever the case is, now your daughter's like, Mom, let's get some clothes. Let's go to Target. And instead of saying no, you could say, guess what? Yeah, I have a couple $100. That doesn't mean you have to blow the whole couple hundred, but this is a great envelope for you to add money every week and keep accumulating it, and then you'll have it. And so in those situations, or you could do situation 2, which is, okay, maybe you don't have enough money in your groceries and now you need more money. You can borrow from your other envelopes. That's okay. You can do what you want to do. The concept of cash envelopes is that when the money is gone, it's gone. That's it. It's not meant for you to use the envelope and then go use your debit card. That's not going to work. I mean, it'll work, but that's not going to be effective for you. You're not going to really fully, do good with your budgeting because you're not doing the correct thing. What allows you to get ahead, okay, is this. A lot of people, what they do is, for example, let's just say we have $150 in the groceries. You have $150 in your groceries. That doesn't mean, hey, if you want to spend all $150, that's up to you. The money is here. But let's just say you don't. Let's say you spend $100 and you have $50 left, which there's 30. I have to update this. With $30 left, okay? So now you have $30 left. If you needed the money from like a different envelope, you could absolutely borrow. That is also okay. But a lot of people, what they like to do is they like to challenge themselves. So let's just say there's $150 in here. They'll say, you know what, I'm going to try to do like $100 for this grocery run. And then that's when they're going to create a list, look through their cabinets, look through the freezer, meal plan, look through everything that they really truly need. And that's how they can go to the store and like probably get away with using $100. I mean, back in the day, you could do that. Now with the prices so expensive, I don't know. But I find that a lot of people struggle with cash envelopes. And I think I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why I believe that there's people that are lazy. And I think, and I mean this with no disrespect, I'm just being real. A lot of people don't want to go to the bank. They don't want to take the money out. I use these cash breakdown sticky notes. So every week I go in the bank and I break it down, because I'm not only filling my cash envelopes, but I'm also using this money for my sinking funds if I'm filling them that week. Or I might be using it for my saving challenges, okay? So that's why this is really handy, because what happens is when you go to the ATM machine, you're just gonna get 20s. So this really breaks it down. So a lot of people don't wanna walk in the bank, get the money, and come back out and do the things that they need to do. I think that even, setting this up and trying to manage is more work, and trying to figure it out. Okay, what are we going to eat? Let's look through the cabinets. Let's meal plan for this week. Guys, what do you guys want? Let's do Taco Tuesday on Tuesdays. Let's do spaghetti on Thursdays. Monday, we can have cheeseburgers. Tuesday, we can have tuna melts. It's easy. You have to just plan your week out for the things that you're going to be eating. Make your list. Make sure you have some of the items. If you don't, then you try to work with what you have, or you get the items. Okay, so a lot of people don't want to do all of these extra steps that are involved. So when, I wouldn't be, I'll tell you something, guys. I would not be here right now if I was still doing the same thing that I did back in the day. I wouldn't be here. My business wouldn't be here. And I am truly, truly grateful from the bottom of my heart to be able to do what I do, because I absolutely love it. And it doesn't even feel like work. I want to help other people because I know how it was. I know, like, when I first started, I struggled. And one of the things I did that really set me free was the miscellaneous envelope and creating sinking funds. So please tell you that you're not alone. You're not alone. I've been through it. A lot of people have been through it. And you know what? It's a learning process. And don't listen to like a million different people. It's not hard. With determination, you can do it. Okay? It's just like riding a bike. You try to start something new, you fall, you get back up, you try to ride your bike again, you fall, you get back up, and that happens. It's okay. It's okay if you did it so many times. When I first started, I used to take my cash envelopes and I would throw it, and I'd said, this is so stupid, I'm never doing this again. I don't know who invented this, but I don't like it. And I used to get super upset, like really, really upset and mad, because I wasn't like following it correctly. You know, there were times where I would like use the other envelopes. I would do groceries, and then I say, oh, dang, I still need more stuff. Let me just use my debit card. Girl, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so I've learned the hard way. And so everything that I share with you guys, it's because it's true, it happened, and I'm trying to help prevent that. So let's just say that you're brand new at cash envelopes and you're just like, I really don't know how much I need to take out of the bank to even do this. Okay, here we go. That's why I always recommend the highlighter method. Okay, and that's why I have these highlighters out right here. The highlighter method is for you to understand, so you can finally see how much you're actually spending in all of these areas, okay? And chances are you're not tracking them in a budget planner. So what I always tell people to do is print your bank statement, print it today, leave me a comment tonight and tell me that you have done this exercise. If you guys do this for me, I will send you, I can only do up to 3 people, a free planner if you show me your highlighter method, that you printed it, you did it, you followed through. Because this is super important for you to do this, because at the end of the day, you're going to be able to see how much you're actually spending. So chances are you're not writing it out in your planner, okay? And I have an example here, and I showed it, I believe, yesterday. So let's just say you're keeping track of everything that you're doing, and you are keeping you're keeping track of everything since, you know, the full month or whatever. That's fine. If you are, then you can do that. You can grab your highlighters and highlight with all the different colors and the different categories that you're going to do. If not, then I want you to print out your bank statement and do the same thing. So print out your bank statement and grab a color and highlight all of the times that you did groceries. Okay, when you're done highlighting it, you need to add it up. Make a note, set it aside. Next, eating out. Okay, now you're gonna do all of the times that you ate out. That means coffee, Starbucks, anything that contains food. You need to highlight it, use a highlighter, highlight it, and then you're going to total it at the end. Again, set it aside. You're gonna do the same thing. Grab a highlighter, you're gonna highlight all of your online purchases, because you know that online purchases is probably the number one thing that people do the most. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. You're not going to get past any of this by lying, pretending. So highlight all of your grocery runs. And this one's a big one. Next, you're going to do we already did eating out, right? We did eating out. Okay, yeah, we did. And then you can highlight all of your bills if you want to. Or you can even do, like, you break it down, you could do all of your Amazon, but we already narrowed it down. So you're going to do all of your groceries, all of your eating out, all of your online shopping, you can do beauty. But the fact is, you are supposed to do this exercise. You can even do 1 to 2 months. It's great because at the end of the day, you're going to actually see the total of how much you're spending. So you'll be able to open your eyes and be like, oh my goodness, I did not realize I was spending $1,000 on eating out. I can't even believe this. I didn't even know I even had money. And that's exactly what I said. I got to the point where I was like, I didn't even know I had that much money. Like, where was this coming from? It's because that we get paid and we just carelessly blow our money. But I want you guys to make changes. Instead of saying budgeting, I want us to make changes, and let's start saying managing. We're going to manage our money. That's what we're doing. We're managing it. And you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't have to be hard. You just need your budget planner, and you need your cash envelopes, and you need to start using your cash envelopes and really working it. Okay, grabbing a notepad, grabbing a notebook, or even your planner here, because in the back you have tons of note pages, and so you can list out, we even have notepads that are for meal planning. You can just list out like notes and things that you need to do, goals. You can list out the things that you want to cook for the week. But go through your cabinets, plan your trip. Plan it. So if you go to the store on a whim and you have no idea what you're doing, you're just going to spend more money than you think or you're expected. I'm positive, okay? All right, so we have groceries. Household is very similar to groceries. Household, I usually add money every 2 weeks to this, or every week, but it's like $5 to $10. It may be just a little bit, because I don't spend every week. Well, it really just depends on what I need. I usually like to buy the bulk stuff, like at Walmart or Target, and I get like the toilet papers, paper towels, and things I need for the house. So that's what I use the household for. So they kind of go hand in hand. You can use them together when you go to the store. Then you have eating out. Eating out is really the number one that is spent the most. So you know what? Try to cut back. And listen, I'm not trying to say not to enjoy life. That's not what I'm saying. Just plan for it. So try to give yourself a budget. If you can do $100 a week, that's your budget. That is your budget with eating out with the girls, eating out with the kids, grabbing coffee. Try to drink your coffee in the morning and cut back from ordering it at Starbucks, or vice versa, or after work, or order lunch just once a week. Just cut back in some of the areas and you'll see. So the ultimate goal is whatever you put in this eating out envelope, that is all you have to use for the full week, and then it's done. That's it. Okay, do you think you guys can do this? And then you have gas. Your gas is, obviously you need gas to get to work, so figure out how much you actually spend per week. Now, what I do is I fill up the gas tank, I put it in, I fill it all the way up. Fill it all the way up. This way you know what you're starting with, and you really have an idea of what you're spending every week. People should know what they spend, not just aimlessly blind walking in life. How much do you spend every week on gas? I spent, I believe it was 46, or was it 48? I can't remember the number. And I usually do, and I'm still using the same gas that I actually filled up the tank. So it lasts longer when you completely fill it up. So do that. And you can also fill up your gas tank usually on a Saturday, or do it on Sunday when you're prepping for your new reset. Today is Sunday. It is Sunday reset. Today's a day for you to do your laundry, get your list, clean your house, grab your budget, go through your planner, make sure everything is on point, go through your cash envelopes and see what your balances are and see what you're working with, right? So let's just say you already did groceries and you have $30 left, right? And you say, okay, good, so I have $30, and you're kind of going through your money. That's all you have for the week. Just go to work, go home. Trust me, your money will accumulate. If you keep doing this system, your money will accumulate, and you're going to cut back in the areas where you actually spend the most. So do the exercise tonight, print out your bank statement, and do the exercise for me. I'd love it. I would love it so much if I had someone come to me and say, guess what, I did it. And this is, I can't believe it, or whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to like put people in a bad mood or anything like that, but I just want people to know that using cash envelopes has helped me. And now I'm at a point where I can just stuff them in like 5 minutes. I'm not, like, I already know it's the same routine that I do every week, and I still use it. And I probably don't need to use them because I'm at a point in my life where I don't spend carelessly. I don't impulse buy. I'm not depressed. And so there's a lot of these, I think there's a lot of, like, there was a lot going on at that time why I would make all of these, bad judgment calls on like money. Some people are really, really good with money and they do the right thing. And then, you know, after you get acclimated with your cash envelopes and you show your highlighter method, next week we're gonna talk about sinking funds. And a sinking fund is what that is it's small saving accounts or small envelopes where you set money aside that you're eventually going to spend. So it's not long-term saving accounts. A long-term saving account would be like a saving account. These are just smaller accounts that you set money aside in the areas that you like to spend. So I have, you know, vacation, I have Target, I have clothing, I have my emergency. And so those are accounts where I have it, where I'm actually going to spend it. You know, I'm going to take a vacation. I'm going to buy clothes. There probably will be an emergency. There was one not too long ago. So sinking funds can be anything that you truly want it to be. Like I even just opened up another one, which is furniture. Like I want a new sofa. Do I need one? No, I want one. So a lot of times I just usually start saving little by little and kind of just wait, because sometimes it fades away and I'm like, oh, it's okay. So I want one, but you know, I'll save for it because that's the right thing to do. I mean, I could probably go and buy it, but I feel like it's too soon. So I'm just gonna hold off and add money little by little. So next week we'll talk about sinking funds, and I can try to show some examples and we'll talk all about that. But again, today was, and see, these are the ones, what they look like. So cash envelopes. I'm trying to think if there's any other questions or anything that I forgot regarding cash envelopes. I guess what you have to remember is that anything that you put in this envelope, once the money is gone, it's gone. That's really the most important thing that I can say to you. Now, the second thing is, the biggest question I have people ask me is, how do I know how much to add? Now, everyone's family dynamics is different. You might just be you might have one child, you might be a husband and a wife with 4 kids, you might have 6 kids. So everyone's situation is different. And because it's going to be different, because it's different, the amount is going to be different. So there's no right or wrong. I don't know. I can't tell you that. And that's one of the reasons why we do this exercise. If you print out your bank statement, it is clearly on your bank statement. There's no questioning. There's no trying to think of how that got there. It's on your bank statement. You highlight everything. You add it up. And guess what? You are going to be like, wow. You're going to be like, wow. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe you did good. And you're going to be like, oh, good, I'm doing good. So this is what I'm going to do moving forward. You know, it doesn't always have to be a negative outcome, but it was for me. It was for me. My eyes were wide open and bright-eyed. I was like, I couldn't even believe it, guys. I was distraught. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm already a dramatic person as it is. Imagine me doing this exercise. I was like, pulling my hair out. It was definitely a hot mess. But guys, I really want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to feel confident with your budgeting journey. And I know that I can help you get there. Okay. So just little by little, take it slow. But you have to make the first move. You have to start somewhere. So if you haven't purchased a budget planner, get your budget planner. Start with your budget planner. Fill it out. Watch some of my older videos so you can see how I explain all of the system. You can even go back 6 months. I do the same system that I've been doing since day one. Watch my videos, please. And most importantly, say hello. I love all of you guys. I'm here for you. And I only want the best for you. So if there's any questions that you have, please leave it below in the comments down below. And I promise you that I will comment you back, and we could also do another updated video on some of the questions that were asked. So you have any questions that you're going to ask me, I can do a video on it, okay? Sounds like a plan, Stan? All right, great. I hope you guys all have a great Sunday. Bye for now.